Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of feel-good teen rom-coms with a twist, then you're in for a treat today. We're diving deep into Netflix's 2019 hit The Perfect Date, starring Noah Centineo, Laura Marano, and a cast of lovable characters that brings all the laughs, awkward moments, and, of course, romance. In this video, we're going to break down the plot, the characters, the key themes, and all the fun, heartwarming moments that make this movie a standout teen rom-com. If you haven't seen it yet, don't worry, by the end of this breakdown, you'll have all the details you need. So, grab some popcorn, sit back, and let's get into The Perfect Date. Let's start with the plot of The Perfect Date. The story follows Brooks Ratigan, played by Noah Centineo, a high school senior who dreams of going to Yale but has little idea of how to afford it. Like many high school seniors, Brooks is stuck in that awkward phase of trying to figure out who he is, what he wants to do with his life, and how to balance his dreams with his reality. Enter Brooks's big idea. He comes up with a plan to raise money for college by creating an app called The Stand-In, where he offers his services as the perfect date for high school girls. Yes, you heard that right, Brooks offers to be the date to these girls' fancy events, whether it's a dance, a dinner, or a family event. He gets paid to pretend to be their perfect date. His services are a hit, and suddenly, Brooks is making serious money while gaining a reputation as the charming, ideal guy for every occasion. But of course, things get complicated when Shelby, played by Camila Mendes, enters the picture. She's a rich, beautiful girl who hires Brooks for a big event, but soon, Brooks finds himself falling for her. However, his feelings are tested when Celia, played by Laura Marano, a quirky, smart, and not so popular girl, also starts to catch his eye. The core of the movie revolves around Brooks navigating these two relationships and figuring out what he truly wants both for his future and in love. The main question is, will Brooks continue to chase after superficial perfection, or will he learn to embrace who he really is and the people who truly appreciate him? Now, let's break down the key characters of the movie and talk about what makes them tick. Brooks Ratigan, our protagonist, is both charming and relatable. He's a guy who's trying to make a name for himself, especially as he faces the pressure of college applications and his uncertain future. At the beginning of the film, Brooks is all about image. He's trying to be what everyone wants him to be, and he's willing to mold himself into the perfect date for anyone who will pay him. However, as the film progresses, we see him wrestle with his growing feelings for Celia and the realization that there's more to life than impressing people. What's interesting about Brooks is that, like many teens, he's caught up in the idea of impressing others. He's constantly trying to be someone he's not to get ahead in life, which is a relatable struggle, especially for young people. But as he gets closer to Celia and starts to understand what truly matters, we see him slowly evolve from the stereotypical popular guy to someone who values authenticity. Next up is Shelby, the classic rich girl who, at first glance, seems like the dream girl for Brooks. She's confident, beautiful, and knows how to get what she wants. Shelby hires Brooks to be her date to a social event, and their chemistry is undeniable. But as the movie progresses, we start to see Shelby as more than just a pretty face. She's ambitious and has her own set of problems, including her pressure to live up to her family's expectations. However, Shelby also represents the superficial world that Brooks has been chasing after. She's focused on appearances and social status, and at the end of the day, she's more interested in using Brooks for her own purposes than in getting to know the real him. Through his relationship with Shelby, Brooks starts to realize that perfection is not the answer. He's looking for something deeper. And then there's Celia, the smart, quirky girl who doesn't fit the traditional mold of the perfect date. She's a contrast to Shelby in every way. She's not into the high society life, and she doesn't care about impressing others. Celia is comfortable in her own skin, and she's genuinely kind and down to earth. When Brooks first meets Celia, she doesn't fit the perfect date stereotype, but over time, Brooks finds himself drawn to her authenticity and vulnerability. What's great about Celia's character is that she represents the idea that true beauty and connection come from being yourself, not from trying to conform to someone else's idea of perfection. As Brooks spends more time with Celia, he begins to realize that his feelings for her are more real and genuine than the attraction he has to Shelby. Celia teaches Brooks that being true to yourself is the key to finding real happiness and love. Now that we've covered the characters, let's talk about the themes the perfect date explores. The first and most obvious theme is love and authenticity. The movie examines the idea that love isn't about appearances or perfection, it's about being real and connecting on a deeper level. Brooks's journey is one of self-discovery. He starts off the movie pretending to be someone he's not, but as he falls for Celia, he learns that being true to himself is the only way to have a meaningful relationship. Another theme is the pressure of expectations. Brooks feels immense pressure from his family to get into Yale and make something of himself, which is why he creates the stand-in app in the first place. His desire to impress others and live up to expectations plays a big role in his initial attraction to Shelby because she represents everything he thinks he wants: status, popularity, and social acceptance. As the film unfolds, Brooks learns that trying to meet others' expectations can prevent you from finding true happiness. He begins to understand that the people who truly matter, like Celia, are the ones who love him for who he is, not for the persona he's created. Let's talk about some of the key moments that really shape the movie's emotional core. One of the most pivotal scenes is when Brooks finally realizes that his relationship with Shelby isn't as fulfilling as he thought it would be. He starts to see the cracks in the perfect image he's been chasing, and the moment he truly connects with Celia is when he understands the difference between superficial attraction and real connection. Another key moment is when Brooks's secret about the stand-in app is revealed. This forces him to confront the truth about his own motivations, and it challenges his relationship with Celia. But it's also a turning point for him, as he finally owns up to his mistakes and decides to stop pretending to be someone he's not. It's a powerful message about honesty, vulnerability, and taking responsibility for your actions. As we reach the end of the perfect date, Brooks has a big decision to make. Will he continue to chase after the perfect life, or will he take a chance on something real with Celia? Of course, there's a dramatic, romantic moment where Brooks realizes that Celia is the one who truly gets him. The final scenes give us the resolution we've all been waiting for. Brooks comes clean, apologizes for his mistakes, and finally admits that he's in love with Celia for who she is. The ending is uplifting and satisfying. It's not just about romance, it's about Brooks's journey of self-acceptance. He learns that the perfect date isn't about impressing others or living up to expectations. It's about finding someone who accepts you for who you truly are. So, what makes the perfect date stand out in the world of teen rom-coms? At its heart, it's a story about self-discovery, love, and the importance of authenticity. The characters are charming, the romance is sweet, and the movie offers a relatable look at the pressures of being a teenager trying to figure out who you are. It's a film that's both fun and meaningful, with a message that resonates long after the credits roll. If you're in the mood for a light-hearted yet thought-provoking rom-com, The Perfect Date is definitely worth checking out. It's the perfect blend of humor, heart, and life lessons about being true to yourself and finding love in unexpected places. So, what did you think of The Perfect Date? Did you think Brooks made the right choice in the end? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more movie breakdowns and reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.